Don't turn back. Oh, I can say one more goodbye, can't I? Goodbye, Astro Cards! I love you! Why did I tell her I love it? Oh no. Well, it's time to go. Hand this over to the community so they can take care of it, have some fun with it, and enjoy this wondrous world. So I'll see you later, folks. Take it easy. I'm out of here! Yee-hoo!
Hey, How you all doing, folks? Welcome on down to Bros Daily Gaming. You're with me, Zelly, and we are blasting off with Astroneer, and it is Astro News this evening of the latest information that's going on with Astroneer, and I want to keep you guys informed and also keep it calm because there's a few things this evening that people are kind of freaked out about, like the update's not coming. What? Why not? Well, it's on its way. Don't worry. I'm going to tell you why. And a few things. But to give those shout-outs, first of all, we got Gina Bambina, the only lady who gets his song. Is up in the house and she says, Lake Soup Hype. How you doing, Gina? Pro Dogger Gamo's up in the house. Spider, a.k.a. Max. Max, welcome back, dude. How you doing? Aquatics up in the house as well. Turnip. Astro Beer, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hope you're cracking a fresh one open and having a great day so far. We got Bernie. How you doing, Bernie? Good evening. We've got David. My body is ready. Welcome on, David. Now, what your body needs to be ready for? Just your eyes and your ears. Oddities. Welcome on down. How's it going, dude? What is on the itinerary for tonight? Well, a good old bit of Astro news, going over the latest that's been going on. And I thought, and I'm sure the guys over at Says won't mind, because they've given me permission to cover some of their vlogs before. I thought we could watch some vlogs. What do you think? I don't know. Don't know what you want to do this evening. There's not much kind of action-packed. I've got information. I've got some BZG leak soup as well. But to carry on, we got Bobby Shots is up in the house. What up, guys? Here before the stream starts for once. What? Well, welcome on down, dude. Hope you're doing well. We've got Smokey up in the house. Aye, give me some good news, sir. I'll try and give you the best news as possible. 23 views, get 23 likes. Come on now, says Bobby. Rexy, baby, welcome on down. He's over on Twitch to give Smokey some company going down. We got Jake, Stackman88 up in the house. How you doing, fellas? Hope you're doing well. Turn ups in the house, he says. Where's the updates? I'm gonna tell you. Just gotta wait. New Vision, what's up, dude? Welcome on down. Hope you're doing well. Dr. Spud! How you doing, Spud? We got the Relic. How you doing, the Relic? Not... Is it the Relic? Is that a different Relic? No. Yeah. Hey, good evening. How you doing, dude? I thought it was two there. I'm sorry, the show was just Relic, but then we got the Relic. We've got Fire Dragon up as well, Survival. Yay, first stream. I get to watch live. Oh, congratulations, dude, and welcome on down. And yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Having a fantastic day. I hope I can clear some things up for you as we're going to be going over what's been going on today, what's been going over the last few days, what we've been expecting, what's coming up in the future. We've got guys and gals up in the Flatlanders build. We're just chilling out on here for our Astro news. Why not? Elders of Storm, let's go inside. Let's go inside. I don't know who's in the house. We've got a mix of people. I think Bunny's up in the house. Hey, Travis, when is the next update? Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. Let's go inside. Let's get safe. Get the kettle on. Get yourselves a brew. I've got one. Choo Choo Thomas all the way. Lovely. Oh, it's a bit chilly outside. Let's get the fire on. Let's get the fire on. Oh, lovely. Let's have a nice little chat, shall we? I'll take that battery. Gina. It's a feel. And we got a peg. Anyway, right. I am Billy. Hi, Mr. Zelly. Hope you're having a great day. So far, so good. Hiya, Anna. How you doing? Welcome on down. David says, love the Battleship game, by the way. I'm glad you liked it, David. If you're on Steam, you can go download it. If you're on Windows, you can download it and convert it. Just join into our Discord. We'll get you a link up in the chat room. That's where we share our build. So you want to go to Astroneer Game Shares. If you want, you can just download it and pop off. You don't have to stay. But if you want to be a part of our community, we've got a lot of people who play Astroneer. If you want to be a part of these builds, if you enjoy those builds, you can come and help build. Even if it's just play them. As soon as Dedicated comes, we're just going to be doing so much great stuff with this game. It's Phil, says Gina. And we got Peg too. We got Peg. Yeah, hoping to get my Astroneer interest back. Oh, dude, well, I hope we can pique your interest. If you're interested in building or wanting to learn, we have a system where you can do that. You can join the Flatlanders. That's a group who built this place with me. And Dan, absolutely fantastic group effort put together in creating this beautiful, beautiful thing. But there's more coming. But let's get into the juicy stuff. Right. Right, I'm going to plug this to death. Where I get most of my information and official information is the official Astroneer Discord. Lone Rider, Rider, sorry, subscribe. Thank you very much to Lone Rider. I thought it said Raider. Can't read. Need my glasses. Don't wear them. But yeah, where I get all my official information is by, and again, shameless plugs for all of them, but this is where to get them. It's simple as that. Twitter. Astroneers Twitter, down below. Astroneers Discord, down below. The Discord is one of the biggest ones. I'd like to be as involved as I can with it because there's such an awesome community over there. You've even got the devs who come, they're active to get involved, to get to know you, especially if you're a lover of the game. You can find players on all platforms. It's just a great place to be, especially to get official support as well. So, links below. Make sure you check them out. And there's a place called Leak Soup. So, Leak Soup is when something gets told about the game beforehand, before we got it. And this place is full. And we've got a tasty soup today. Hey, yo! What's up, Ruff? How you doing, bro? Welcome on down. Nice one, dude. Everyone give Ruff the love. Hello. Hello, Smokey. Hello, mate. So weird seeing him over on Twitch now. Ruff used to be on this side. He's now on this side of the screen. This side's Twitch, this side's YouTube. And it's together. It's the greatest place on the internet, says Gina. But yeah, especially if you're an Astroneer. Get on down. Come and join the Astroneer Discord. In fact, Gina's already done it. She put a link up there. Of course she has. Kev, welcome back. Hope everyone is good. How you doing, dude? So yeah, let's get started. Now we're gonna go back a little bit from what we've already discussed and kind of seen in Leak Soup. I'm not gonna bring the whole thing up. I'm gonna read most of it. I'm gonna show you the screenshot. So the last we heard. Bring the whole thing up. I'm gonna read most of it. I'm gonna show Zelly on Twitch. Be quiet. No one's talking to you. That guy. We discussed this guy. Hey Joe, what's up? And we can confirm what it is and why. So this is one of the suits. This suit, if you've got this game now, is a early access exclusive suit. Do you know what's the name of it? Do you know the name of it? I don't know if it's got a name. If they released the name, I need to reread the things. But this is a new suit. This is the early access suit only. It will be a retro suit. Thank you, Gina. So this is the retro suit. It will be available after 1.0. Sorry, folks. Chest is still acting up a little bit. It's called the retro suit. Love it. Aye, aye. So yeah, we're going to be getting this new suit. If you've got this game in early access, I quite like it. No, da, 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 da. Sounds like he's singing from the top of the mountains. Squeaky chair, be quiet. And they're you need to oil it. So anyway, that's that suit. Hello, Sam. How you doing, dude? Welcome on down. Whoop. What do you think, pajamas? Oh, don't be jealous, mate. What, you think I'm going to leave you? I'd never leave you. Come on, give us a cuddle. Ah, you big soppy. Right. Oh, Pro Gamer Doggo says, Zelly, I am sad I won't be able to play the new Astroneer update if it comes out because PGE is turning off the power for the next couple of days. That new suit is looking lit though. Well, it kind of sucks that you won't be able to play, but it's always got to be there. We're always got to be there, dude, so do not worry. Don't worry. So people go... had the game get if you want to get the suit, gotta go get the game before it releases. Also, usually what happens when a game goes out of early access, the price goes up. It's on I nearly said it's on sale. Check if it's on sale. Links below. Check out where the game, you can get it on Xbox and Windows crossplay, and you can also get it on Steam. When dedicated servers come out, we'll all be able to play together like one big happy family, which is like the best. The whole world needs to take the whole gaming world needs to take note of what Astroneer wants to do. Just give us all the peoples to play together. Why not? Doesn't matter what console we want to play on. That's our choice. But the game, let's all play together, people. So I'm going to read you. Now, Brainless, a.k.a. the Mad Scientist, we know him, we love him over here, the creator of the Monster Truck. Great guy. he likes to ask questions. So he says, so if the update is this week, what is this? So Veronica turned around and said, all the wonderful things that will be coming in the next couple of weeks are a result of the hard work, of his hard work and dedication. I think he was referring to Joe. Joe, legend. Now I'm going to read you a block. Now, this is what Gene has captured. Remember when I said unless something big changes? In fact, let's show you. Remember when I said unless something big changes? Something big might have changed. The update will be 1 more week from today. This was posted today at 2:44 my time. So I'm a little ahead in the future. Technically it is Thursday for me now. So a week maybe Wednesday. So the update will be 1 week from Wednesday. So will be, and then he hides. Poor Joe. I'm sorry, he says. We feel bad. Don't feel bad, Joe. It's all good. We have big announcements tied to this as well. And everything just needs a little more time. There was a problem with the multiplayer in the new thing is being remedied. Now, new thing, what's that implied to? Believe that to be implied to the exotic build. Oh, it was your time. Sorry, Gina. Yeah, you took the screenshot. Oh, man. So when's that? What day? It was today, though, wasn't it? So, I forgot. It was my time. I never took that picture. You buffoon. There was a problem with Xbox, I think. Well, wherever it is, I think it's tied to the new block. Where did it go? So let's go on to the next lot. Ah, there's Toast. Hey, Toast. The update will include Terrain 2.0, which we knew already that we were going to get this exotic moon. It's going to be a separate build. It's going to have Terrain 2.0 characteristics, but it's not completely finished because, in my eyes, they've taken a lot out of the game. What? Uh-oh. It's quiet time. I'm going to be quiet. It's time for canisters, people. Can you give away a couple of more keys before the update? 100% we can, Jack. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll get them added to the list. Whoa, thanks, Jack.
I just need canisters, canisters. I want more canisters, canisters. I just need it for my life. Canisters.
I just need them for my life. Right. Bobby says I can give one. I get them first. Right. I'm going to be honest. The best way, if you want to give away this game towards 1.0 to the big party we're going to be having when they fully release it, and we're going to be giving away as many copies of this game as possible. We're already up to 30 at least at this moment in time. So the best way of doing it is sending me keys. I can store the keys. That way there's not a delay between obviously your donation for me purchasing the game, and also by the time YouTube takes their cut, it deducts a bit, so you'd actually lose probably a game or two, possibly one copy through that process. But the best way to do it is purchase the keys, send them to me, I'll add them to the list of the others. But give it up for Jack for sharing that community love, dude. That is absolutely awesome. And he's the stream buzz. Jackie boy! Nice. Just messing around, I already have it ordered. Whoa, there was a boss battle. Turnip, Jake, Bobby, Osara, Jack and Stackman all come away with 100 G's. Ooh wee. But to crack on, which you've probably read it by now why I've been waffling, it's going to be in a separate build to people for people to test in multiplayer. So that'd be great. But multiplayer, will that mean 8 players? It's not stated. It's not stated as we go down further. But we'll just double check. But they are hoping for 8 players. At PAX, they said it'll be 8 players at 1.0 release. So will we get to test that multiplayer mode in there? I think highly likely it might be. So, will we get 8 players on this? Could that have been the problem? We don't know. But we know there was an issue with the multiplayer problem with the new thing. So maybe that being the exotic moon. Like everything in Terrain 2.0, says Tops. Joe's like, no! Just one planet. The update will include the exotic moon, playable with friends, bug fixes for the core game. So again, that's the main build that we've got now. An early access only specific suit that won't be available after 1.0. So, this is what the update will include. So it says the space suit, the early access space suit that is only that won't be available to 1.0. I think we're going to get the suit in the exotic moon build. Tim Phillips, how you doing? If I bought the game on Steam, can I play it on Xbox One? Not until dedicated servers. So dedicated servers are bringing Xbox, Windows, and Steam together. So yes, but no at the moment. Their official release date, which is, they've said for December this year. Not him, not yet. Yes, the suit is in this update. You have to claim your suit before 1.0 releases in December. You have to claim it. Will you keep the suit? Will I keep the suit? Why do you have to put me on the spot like that? Oh, well, I've got to play as in pyjamas. What do you expect me to do? Like, it can't be me and you forever, you know. I've got to see all the suits. Now look what you've done. You've got he's very sensitive as pyjamas. Very, very sensitive. Those retro shoulder pads are awesome. We'll have another look at the suits. Well, the Pyro, what's up? 1.0 is aimed around their 2-year anniversary, so maybe December 16th-ish. So that's when I think as well. So they released December 16th, 2016, and for them to say December 2018, I think it would be perfect as a 2-year anniversary. But it's they've just said December, so it's a ballpark thing. As for this, you've seen now that we're not getting this update. There is things that will affect it. There's things that will change. It is not a deadline. Maybe Joe shot himself in the foot by saying, you know, it'll be out next week. But, you know, these things happen. We as avid gamers, I mean, the community here at BCG, we're avid kind of Astroneers. A lot of us are kind of hardcore Astroneers as well. #Flatlanders. So we kind of understand that this game has got to take time. There is got to be hiccups. There's been hiccups in the past where things have changed, and they've had to remedy different updates and different bugs and stuff like that. And once you change one thing, it affects another. But the main thing to take from this is they are working on what is almost a completely new game. It's run on a new technology, and they're looking at fixing that. We haven't seen that yet, so we have no idea what they're dealing with, only kind of what we've seen visually from their streams, from what they've shared with us. Come on, 50 people watch 22. Oh, man. That's crazy, but welcome on down, folks, anyway. If you are new to BCG, my name is Zelly. We're an awesome gaming community. It's not just me, there's all you crazy folks at home. Sir Nine Cat the Fast. Welcome back, sire. Wait, what's the breaking news? So we're just going on that. The breaking news is that the latest update is going to be delayed, and what they're saying is by a week today. So, yeah, new suit's going to be included. It's nice to know you got to claim it. So we're going to go on to the next slot. Gina Bambina again. Just on that. There's a little one here. This update will not include a ton of new items and stuff. Most of the stuff is being worked on for 1.0. So again, going back to the theory of why it's not a complete build of where Joe said that in the first place is because they've taken away aspects of 1.0 so it doesn't spoil it, because they're working on the complete game. They're at that end, why we're still a bit behind. So we're not going to get everything that they see, so it's unfinished. And Natural Age, welcome on down. This is a boss. Sorry if I missed you in the chat. It's going a bit crazy, bro. Joel, I just noticed, how do you fist punch sort of thing? My character doesn't do it. So each player has their own emotes. Let's just see if Pyjamas is going to be nice. Right, can anybody who's in game come to the table if you're a different player than Pyjamas? Pyjamas, Joel wants to know your emotes. Oh, come on, it's not for me, it's for Joel. Oh, you are a sour face. Been sucking a lemon. Look, I'm sorry. I won't play him for long, just in the new update. You might not be in that new update. So, can you do your emotes? I'm going to show you now. So, pajamas ones are, he does the, oh yeah! And then he does the double arm wave. Whoop whoop. And then he does this, whoop. Come on over. And then he does his old thinking one. So, they're his 4. On Xbox, you only get 3. I don't know why. Here we go. So, we got Relic. Relic. Show us your emotes, bro. So, he's got the punching emote, which is the first one he jumps off. Whoosh. Hey Zoe, how's it going? Never got the notification, just saw the stream and recommended. How's it going? Thank you very much, dude. Welcome on down. Yeah, it's going well. We're just talking about the latest. We're just showing the emotes at the minute because it was asked. Ground control to Relic. Zoe to Relic. Could you please animate for us? Animation start sequence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. System failure. The relic.exe has shut down. Please throw it out the nearest window. Okay. So, multiplayer bug because I forgot I'm not the hoist. Hoist? I know the hoist. I'm not the host, so I can't see him. Sorry, Relic. Do apologise, sir. He's probably like, I'm doing it, man. What's he talking about? Sorry, bro. Do apologise. Multiplayer bug. So where are we up to? Well, if each player has them, go just open out your worlds. Go select each one. Go play with them. They're fun. There is more hopefully coming. Hopefully they're coming. I want dance ones. They're great. I didn't know each suit does different ones. Cheers. Don't. No worries, dude. Go try them out. It's a lot of fun. New Vision on the Xbox One. You use the downpad for putting down heads. That's why. So maybe you don't have an extra button. But I'm sure there's the left stick click doesn't do anything. So maybe that could be tethers. Leave the D-pad. Relic, there is Dino in the HQ. Just saying. Don't you dare blow me up. Right. Okay. Back to Leak Soup. I know it's already running. What are you giving me that prompt for? Go away. Silly thing. There we go. So yeah. Bing. Going down. Some mush this squid. Joe, will it be an optimization? So a little bit of optimization, but they're saving it for 1.0. So on the Trello roadmap, they have got a section which is a lot of bug fixes after 1.0. So once they launch it, they are going to focus on a lot of stuff. I can show you the Trello map if you haven't seen it before. You can go check it out. Just go to bot commands, type in our map. I tend to go here just to spam. So type in that. Pajamas will tell you what you need to know. Go to the Trello. Now again, just to stress, this is not a time frame. This is just kind of a list of what they're working on themselves. Their sort of time frame. It's not a release date or anything like that. So split it down to each quarter. So out there, quarter 4, which is the last 3 months in the year, they're going to be working on bug fixes. So bug fix stabilization, even more in-game performance improvements, even more load time performance, platform achievements, unlisted telemetry. So there's a lot of fixy stuff over there. Right. Leak soup. Back to the soup. The tasty soup. So, boop. So just as and a fun twist, because all resources will not be present. It will have all resources, but you won't have to gather them. Winky face. So what does Joe mean there? Well, what he means is you're probably going to have I went too far. Went too far. It means a spawner. So what they use is what looks like the base of a tier 2, for example, a solar, when it's not deployed on the platform. Hold on. When it's not deployed on a platform, you get that little rubber tire around the bottom, and then it's got a flat bit, and that has 2 arrows either side. From what I've seen in the vlogs, is that you can select whatever you want, take it off, take it off, take it off. So you'll have some form of that. Bum, 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 bum. Where were we? Can you have multiple exotic saves? And Joe says multiple saves. Whether that confirms it or not, or whether it's got to blend into the original 8 that you already have. So the tutorial one, which is a separate thing on its own, that has no save point. You just play it. So whether it'll give you another 8 on the other side of the station, or whether it'll give you a couple, I don't know. How they're going to weigh that. Sure thinker. Dedicated as planned for 1.0 release. Whoosh, whoop. Waiting for that. Waiting. Kinda. Okay. One cave. What's that? Caveat to this leak. It's a 1.0 leak. Not for this update. So, are you ready? Can we get 15 more likes on the stream? I don't know. Can we, Relic? Here we go. Oosh, we're going to open the original because that's too small. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is a 1.0 leak. Just absorb it. Absorb it in. I'm just going to... K-Jax, what's up, bro? OMG, those clouds. Just take it in. I'm just going to relax and look at it because I love looking at this. Pajamas nice and happy as that. Woo, yeah, woo, yeah, woo, yeah. Roughneck. I like not given button doesn't exist here. Oh no, it don't. Not over on Twitch, mate. Just give us some emoji spam. I'll be happy with that, dude. Give me your best emojis, Rough. They've changed everything. I told you, it's a completely new game. When they turned around and said that it's like they're working on a new game, it is. Just absorb it. Every bit you look on that is new. It's different. The shuttle. Let's just talk about that. Let's get a little door where you can get in. But let's talk about the animated door. So that's got a little slot. Looks like you can throw something in it. Whether you can throw those boxes in, I don't know. Or whether there's something designed to go in there. I'm going to get back to that point in a second. Just the look of it, it's got the legs as usual. I like the way it bounces when that door moves or when it opens. There seems to be the whole cabin just whoop. Little antenna on the top. We can only see one side of it, so we can only assume what's on the other side. Maybe it's another door, maybe it's something else. It doesn't seem you can carry much on it, so with the current shuttles you can load them up and go absolutely ape. Is it a shuttle at all? I don't know. I don't see that as like like the current shuttles that we have. The small shuttle you could just go fill your backpack and come back. The bigger ones, you're taking stuff and you're bringing a lot back. If you build a medium storage seat and fill them all up with medium platforms, you can bring home a lot of stuff. But with this, you really can't. It's just like a box that you can put in and then whatever's on your backpack. So, does it have another purpose? Is this shuttle meant to go a further distance? Thanks, dude. Penman, welcome back. Interesting plans here. I'll get onto the parts in a minute. I want to get the elephant out of the room. It's actually, for me, there's a bigger elephant in the room. I don't know if you've noticed it yet. What's the box? Where is the fuel for the shuttle? Is that a landing pad? It looks like kind of the landing pads that we got. It's definitely some sort of... I wouldn't say it's a landing pad. I think it's a launch pad. I don't know if that's just me being pedantic or trying to look at it as like nothing's going to land there, but stuff can launch from there. Does a person go in that? Could it be this is how we trade between people? No? Could be. It could be many things. As I say, it could be for going further outside the system. It could be for You throw stuff in and go, here you go, mate. Here's some stuff. Could be a resource shuttle. I don't know. Looks like a shuttle, but there's no thrusters or anything, so I don't know. I think that there's a thruster there, but it's built in the bottom. I can see a black ring. You need one massive thruster if you're going to have to add one to that. Well, let's move away from the shuttle. Look at the sky. The sky is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. From what we've got now, rolling atmosphere, clouds, whatever it is. Just the way they move, just so slow. Compared to the clouds that we got now, the clouds that we got, they just kind of sit there, slowly move and just bubble. It doesn't look like the landing pad we have now. A larger trading vehicle was my first thought. So yeah, so trading is on the cards between people. That's on the map. So I don't know. I'm just thinking, it doesn't look like you can go and get much. But then how much can you trade? That spot looks sloped, but it could be shadows. So we go from the sky, and we go to the ground. So you got these rocks over here, these round, curved rocks. They're absolutely awesome. You got these glow plants in the background. But there's one thing in the foreground. I don't know if you can see it very well, but if you look just here, you'll see it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop. Oh, we got some emoji explosion. That's sky. Ooh. But what are they? Is that rain? Is it some sort of atmospheric reaction? What is it? I don't know. Look like little bubbles kind of popping. There's like gases in the air that you can get. Something specific that you can capture in that atmosphere. Will we start seeing changes in the atmosphere on the ground? There's a blinker in the sky on the left too. Yeah, so there's a big, well, this one up here. Acid rainstorms instead of wind danger. So I'd lean towards it's an atmospheric thing. I don't think it's a filter on this GIF. But it's not over here. It just seems to be concentrated here. So that kind of the bugs rain a bit. But maybe it's some sort of atmospheric gas or something in that area that's concentrated. Zero Smoke says, a new planet type name, Soda Pop. Good afternoon, Zelian chat. How you doing, Jim Boss? Welcome on down. Thanks for joining us. You will notice this as well. It's not lightning. I think that's the beam from one of the alien tech buildings. That purple beam. Now we don't know what this is, whether this is going to be exotic moon. I don't think this is. I think this is a new planet. Again, this is my belief. But there's something else in this picture. Can you see it? I kind of hope that's a beam from the beacons, though. Beacon beams would be awesome like that. I think they should be like that. Right. Let's get my old snip tool out. other than that handsome devil in the bottom left. Oh, stop it, you. Tiger. The chair on the rover is different. It does look a bit slanted, but I don't know. You're close though. You're close. Look in this area. Z1 Bros Ellie. Hey, what's up, DJ Arms? How you doing, dude? What's the small box? What's this little box here? Ooh, I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, I can't zoom in. Right, that's not the best way to zoom in. But yeah, that is the thing. Is that the closest I can get? No. No. Right, that's the closest I can get. But there is a box there. Now, we don't know what it is. Never seen it before. Time to theorize, yeah. Time to guess what it is. With failing. Specimen canister. This is Orion Pendragon. Welcome on down as well, Orion. Medium atmospheric condenser. Large battery. A big soil canister. So, I'm going to use my knowledge of what I know from Astroneer in the past and all the vlogs and all the information that I've retained. One thing that they spoke about is a large canister. Is that finally the large canister? Now, whatever it is, looks empty. Which would make kind of sense if this was a trading rocket of some sort that you could trade rare items on some planets to other planets. So, is it a canister that has multiple uses? Hold on to your hats. Could it be used to capture gases on a large scale? Soil samples on a large scale? Liquids. This is 1.0, remember? A minibar for storing alcoholic beverages. Could be. I like that. Maybe. Make it a bourbon. Ample, what's up? How you doing over on Mixer? Hi. Medium row with an unpacked box. It's not an unpacked box. That's... I mean, this is an unpacked box. That's an unpacked box. That's not an unpacked box. That's something new. AB says, Lay Soup. How you doing, AB? Welcome down. That'll make more questions. How would we use the large canisters? Maybe they force you to use them with the drill. And I hope so. Well, not force you, but they're going to be used with a drill. Then the drill becomes useful again. Yay! Maybe I'll stop using the wired mod and the boost mod all the time. Since it is on repeat, it looks like it's spinning. You spin me right round. No, don't sing that. You get in trouble. Oh, my bad. It's Super Eats delivery box. Your food is outside and waiting. Have we had enough of this one now? Have we filled our boots? Can we continue on with some more leek soup? Right, okay, there's a little bit more leek soup. Nova says, love Nova. We all know Nova. If you don't know Nova, that's Nova. Will early access users get to have and use the new skin when 1.0 releases? Yes, Nova. Will be unlocked for early access peoples forever. Oh, thanks, Joe. And then the greatest bit of news. Can you read that? Can you seize that? Nope, I'll read it for you. So Joe, as he's called himself at the moment, says Big Onion Duck Joe. I don't get that. Maybe Gina can clear that one up for me. Who knows Joe's names? And he's put, we will have a Q&A next week, bringing it back. Oh yeah! Boosh. Can't wait for Q&A to go back. Pajamas, what do you think? Yeah, I thought it was awesome. What did you think? Yeah, he thought it was awesome too. I wasn't shown in the leak. Angry, says Turnip. Oh, it's okay, dude. Don't worry about it. If you're in them, you're in them. Does anybody want me to run through anything again? Because I will do. So basically, the latest news is the new update is going to be delayed by a week today, is what Joe's saying. I will also clarify a couple of things. With the exotic moon being a separate build, I don't see our saves currently being affected. Now, I say that, but there could be a slight chance that they will, because they will be doing core bug fixes on the main game. So, how that'll affect saves, I think it'll have a very low to no impact really on your things. That's a Joe about Farfetch, the Pokemon that looks like a duck holding a leek. Oh, Psyduck. Psyduck. Nakota, what's up, dude? How you doing? Everyone give Nakota a nice warm welcome. We're getting closer. Nakota 1.0 is dedicated. Toast, I saw the ship, but I just want to hear your opinion and theory. Okay. So, my opinion and theory on this. Let's go back to this. It's quite nice to look at. Let's open the original. The original's better. Bam. So, what I think. Two things about the shuttle. Well, I think it's beautiful, by the way. I think it's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. The shuttle thing, I think it's either a trade between between players, between planets. I think it's either a trade shuttle, or it gets you far into space. I think it's for long jumps to distant planets. I think these speckles over here, which is around me, there's one just there. I think these are to do with atmosphere, or they're to do with these plants here or something like that. It's an effect in that area. So it's either an atmospheric effect where something's concentrated, or it's something that you can gather, or it's to do with the environment. Maybe that one will have a larger range. It might do. It might do. Now, if this is one ship, are they going to do it for all ships? So does that mean we're going to get multiple ships? Or if this is a trade thing, this is the trade thing. So I'm saying, I'm not too sure what the use is for them, but I think it's something to do with that on the back of the rover. That canister, that it looks like it's glass. It looks like a large canister. It looks like it either holds gas, fluid, or soil, or something new. Does that fit into this shuttle? Are they linked? That's kind of my theory. But I think it's beautiful. I can't wait. Like you can shove boxes in this shuttle. Yeah, I don't think that fits. I don't think that box is going to fit. It looks sloped. I just don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what the deal is, yo. Rexy baby, if you don't play multi, can you still play the exotic moon? Yeah. So it's it'll be. Sorry, folks. Just got a really bad tickle in my throat. They've said it's going to be multiplayer, so you can either play standalone, single player, just be offline, or play multiplayer. It's not multiplayer only, but they want to test the multiplayer out on this build, on this exotic moon. That's what they're giving it to us for, is to test it. Is that a gift, by the way? Yep. That's why it's bouncing, bro. Okay. So I wanted to clarify for everybody about the builds. About at this moment that you're not going to lose your builds, even when they do the update. I don't think you're going to lose them. It's not going to affect the main game as of now until 1.0 comes, and then yeah, all your games are gone. All your saves, get out of here. Jedediah, welcome on down. What's that? So that is a possible shuttle. DJ Arms, one has gotten really talented. Thanks to you. Oh, no worries, dude. Just got to show him the ways and he's off. I knew you'd do well. But I've been watching him. Gamer Girl, Hi. It's Giggles again. Oh, Giggles is in the house. There could be a multiplayer gameplay with only solar systems containing other planet builds. It could be. Toast, how you doing? Zelly, what are those next to pajamas? So, what, this? This is a research sample and technology. These two go together. So this is what Gina calls Peggy and Phil. This one's Phil, this one's Peggy. Or Peg. And they are research samples, and they give anywhere between 200 to 400. Usually pretty good. You can find them on Dead Astros. Someone also asked if you could leave the exotic moon, and Joe said you will just orbit the planet. Yeah, so I don't think anything else is going to be in that build. I think it's just going to be the moon alone. I think we're basically just going to get a PAX build, in theory. Brrr, says Jake. You called Jake. Besides the inhibitors, what are those? Yeah, they're those. Learning True Flat from you guys, loving it. Totally a game changer. Well, I'm glad you played the game different, David. And really enjoy it, dude. I and the rest of us have a lot of fun. And if you want to build, you know where to come. Come to the Flatlanders. We'll help you out. We'll teach you the ways to becoming a master Flatlander. And you can come and help on projects like this. Now, getting to the point of why I mentioned, don't worry, people. You're not going to lose your saves. It's because we've got a seasonal save. We spoke about it very briefly before, but it's starting tomorrow. We had a decision. Oh, hang on. Astro Beer, do you think we'd be playing the update right now if we had sacrificed Mars, #ban Mars? Now, how do I respond to this? Because Mars gave me a bit of a bashing the other day. Yesterday. And I even said to Mars, sometimes I don't jump on the ban Mars wagon. Usually, sometimes I'm on his side, but how will I play it today? Will I be forgiving or revengeful? Stay tuned to find out. Man, I just blew up my base a couple of days ago because I thought I had to start over. Oh, Pyro, no. Oh, dude. Only if I'd done this sooner. Only if they'd told us. Pyro's base would still be alive today. But yeah, so talking about it, we're going to be doing our seasonal build. That seasonal build is going to be... That was my attempt at a really bad drum roll. It's going to be a Santa's workshop. Now, we were conflicted with the decision. The decision that we were going to do, as a group, we decided when the update comes out, which was supposed to come out this week, we'll build the Santa workshop on exotic. And hopefully that the True Flat thing had been fixed because they said that they fixed that in 2.0. But again, this is not a full release of that build, so it still might not be. True Flat might not be achievable on exotic, and we'll only find out when we get to play the exotic moon save, if it is fixed or not. So with the delay, we're going to be starting that. We were going to be starting that build on the 10th, hoping that the update came out. Now it's not. We're going to be behind. Now, time is of the essence because we don't know when they're going to update in December. Will they update early week, early month, mid-month, end of month? I don't know. So we're giving ourselves a 3-week time frame to get this build done and say, okay, let's get it knocked out. Let's do an awesome build. But we're going to do it on Terran instead because the update isn't here yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the Santa workshop on Terran, and then we're going to build something special on exotic as well, on the exotic moon. So we're going to have 2 builds going at once. These builds are going to be streamed. They're not going to be like the Master Flatlander build, the Flatlander HQ like this build here, where it was all done as secret. This one's going to be streamed. So you're going to get to be able to come along and join in, and those who will be able to join us, it's going to be the Flatlanders. So it's a Master Flatlander and a Flatlander build. So if you've got those roles, you will have the ability to come in and help on this on these current projects. If you are not at that stage yet, get practicing, get some help from us in the Flatlanders Discord. You'll get a link in the description now, please. And yeah, come and join us. If you know how to build already, awesome. If you want the the possibility to come and join some great, amazing people who know how to build, who have got different thought process, different creativities. And again, this is how this place was formed. All this was put together by the collective minds of some awesome people. Hi, I remember asking you about seasonal build. Yeah, you should do the build on Tundra. Again, the problem is that we can't do true flat on another planet in this current update. So us building on Tundra would be like kind of, I don't know, bashing my head on a brick wall. It'd be painful. And I don't want to put myself through that or the stress of the other players, because I'd be asking a lot. You just skip too much. We'd never get anything done, exactly, Bunny. It's one of the biggest downsides to building at the moment on this game. But it'll be ironed out, so, you know. Again, this is all early access. We're all the way I see it, and I don't know if it's because it's my generation. My generation. Oh, back when I was a boy. We never had early access. We never had that. We had demos and demo discs that you used to get from magazines, and you know, you never got all this stuff. So for me, early access, I see early access games as a privilege. I really do. Like, you get to play, and especially if you really enjoy it, get to become a part, or if the devs, the team, are really community orientated. It's awesome to be a part of that. Yeah, well, 91-year-old Zelly. So what do you want to do for the rest of the evening, folks? That is kind of all elite soup that we've got, apart from, as I say, our build that's coming up. It's going to be starting tomorrow, so if you're around tomorrow, make sure you stick around. Now, we're just going to have a chill, or do you want to watch some vlogs? And I'm going to tell you about the vlogs as well. They are one of the best sources of information. Although that you have to take every bit with a pinch of salt, because none of it is factual on the vlogs, especially the earlier on stuff. But you get to see into the mind of the machine, what is the dev team. So you get to see the vision where it was earlier on, the key idea that they have, and always remember that key idea may come back. So thermal was in the game, got taken out, but it's coming back. So the early stuff that you see, if you kind of look at it and reskin it with the style that they've got in the game now, kind of see where they're going or what could be coming. And this is what I do as for information for Astroneer. I just remember just all the information. Would love to come and help with the build, but I don't have the skills at the moment, says Rexy Baby. Well, I'd say join the Flatlands, dude. Come and join us for a couple of streams, and we'll teach you. Yeah, Jesus says, I would say it's not factual, perhaps not guaranteed. Yeah, so it's not always going to be true. The old days of the old docks, the floppy disks and dial-up. Don't miss them one bit, says Ryan Pendragon. Oh no, dial-up. Mom, get off the phone! Oh man. Without EA, loads of games have been created. It's a brilliant way to develop a game. I love indie games. This is the first time I've really I've got involved in a game so much. But I really enjoy it. I just love the concept. It's just something, it's so simple. It's not childish, but you know, it's not GTA, is it? It's simple, but it's not. Why did I just hear a recording of myself in the 80s? Back in my day, our controller had a stick and one button, and we were grateful. Yep, a nice little black box with 4 suckers on the bottom with a little stick with a button. Vlogs with Zelly narrating, commenting. So we all happy to go watch vlogs? I'm sure they won't mind. Rexy, we frequently visit people's builds to help them. Yeah, so we do. That's one thing that we do as the Flatlanders. Relic's a Flatlander. You're a master Flatlander now, aren't you, Relic? No. Yes. Yes, he is. Sadly enough, I am still alive. GT! How you doing? Welcome back. It's been a minute. We still have all that stuff. Oh, what stuff? What stuff, Bunny? What stuff? Call waiting the enemy of dial. Home computer joystick. Definitely Enigma of a unique game. Oh, Donkey Kong, man. Do you remember Eggman? Does anyone remember Eggman? Like, kind of platform adventure game. And you just jump and you just whoop, whoop. Blinky Swinky, what's up, dude? It's your friend Smaggle. 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 My precious. I do, Smaggle. Welcome on down, dude. Used to play the Atari 2600 on a black and white TV. Just that Willie. Do you remember James Pond? James Pondy, but he wasn't a penguin. Oh, what was he? He was some sort of... I can't even remember what he was. Is he a fish? What was he? He was a secret agent. James Pond. I played King's Quest. Oh, yeah, on a composite black and green monitor. He was a fish, yeah, I just couldn't remember what he was. Yeah, Pitfall, he had loads of classics. Old World, James Pond was a fish. Yeah. I'd have to get some emulators. We'll have to have a night where we get some emulators and we have a blast from the past. We've done some of the old games and they were kind of... Streets of Rage and a few other ones, but I want to go further back. James, that was my IBX XT clone. Hey, what's up, Pank? How you doing, dude? The only word I say, Pong. Pank dead. Right, I'll tell you what. We'll watch some vlogs. I've got a big lump on me arm. Centipede on the Atari. Oh man, I remember your Blinky Swinky. I remember Smaggle. Alright, give me a couple of seconds, I'll BRB. And we'll get into the vlogs. We'll get into the vlogs, shall we? So we need to go system era. Are they in a playlist? I'd imagine so, they're organised enough. There we go, playlists. 32 vlogs.
Ollie.
No, we don't want vlog 32. We want vlog number 1. Right, I'll BRB, and then we're going to watch the vlogs. Wonderful! Hi Zelly, how you doing, dude? Welcome on down. Right, I'll BRB. Boo! There we go. How are we doing? MAME is one of the oldest emulators. I'll have to check that one out, Bunny. I haven't looked at emulators in a long time. Alright, Squeaky Chair, are you ready? Are you guys ready? Want to see some vlogs? Okay, this is the first one. Very first vlog. I haven't liked this one. What? Maybe I haven't watched it. Don't know if I've watched this one.
Why don't you do the others?
Okay. I think I'm gonna key some here.
Is this when they first got the office?
Alright.
It is.
Here it is. All 2,400 square feet. Conference room right here. No furniture at all yet, but they are on their way.
Have you tried entirely your beer?
A couple offices.
So it's Joe with the big boss, Brandon. I think, yeah, it is.
So they were so kind. Here, check this out. The previous people were so kind as to just sever all the cables.
Oh, what? Hey, Frank Watkins, thank you very much for subscribing, dude, and welcome on down to the family. Oh, what a nice view.
It's gonna get hot in here in the summer. They open all these windows.
And I guess next video we'll have is when it's actually fully furnished and stocked with people.
Oh, yeah, which it is now. Awesome. Right, so let's go to number 2. Oh, sorry, no, it's Spencer. No, it's not Spencer. Yeah, I got it right. Earlier this week, Spencer visited our studios to deliver his incredible gift to the System Era team. Let's have a look. I want that so bad. So bad. My jaw is wide open right now. We've seen this in the background. I'm rewinding it, I'm sorry. I want one of those. They gotta make that merch. We need merch! Can everybody who wants merch and says, who wants merch from System Era, please type in the chat. Take my money. Take my money. Take my money. Take my money. Sell these, please. I want one. Everyone wants it. Lego Astroneer. He wants a concept for it. Well, take our money. Look, the people are speaking, System Era. Take our money. Make these, please. Please. We want it so bad. We want to make you rich. Everyone's going, man, take our money. Take it now. We want to be poor, but have Astroneer toys. It's not a toy. Take my money. Love you says, gimme. Travis, can you show the next suit again? Yes, give me a second here. Let me do this vlog and then I'll pull up the next one. Are we ready? Oh, there's Adam. He's a legend. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Oh, what's that? Hey, there's the team. Oh, Spencer, Riley. Veronica was in there. Coffee mugs. There's the patches. I hope. Oh, I hope they sell these. They've got to. They've got to sell them. Nakota, can you start over from the start? Yes, I can. It's only a short vlog. want it. Look at it, I'll eat my keyboard. Even the resin when it was purple. Oh, I hope they sell that. Oh, that's beautiful. I want one of every character. Every character. They all come with different resources, so you can have one of each resource. They do the smelters, they do the lot. I want the whole lot. Then I get a load of kinetic sand. I'm such a nerd. What's wrong with me?
Why don't you do the other stuff?
No, we've seen this one. We've seen this one. Let's show the new suit because it was requested. New suit? Honey, where's my super suit? There he is, singing on top of a mountain. The hills are alive with the sound of Train 2.0. I am an Astroneer, mate. I'm proud of it. Don't know what that was. No, nothing at you, Zelly. You're perfect the way you are. Oh, thanks, man. A complete and utter goof. So there you go. That's the new suit. Pajamas. What do you think so far? Yeah, you. Woo! He's excited. Everyone's just chilling. Everyone's watching. Back to the vlogs. Did I lose the vlogs? Oh no! I just shut the page down instead of. Oh, now I have to go back and search for it because you're such a fool. Why would you do that? But I really need it. I really need those, that thing. I want it. In fact, I am going right now to post that in the Astroneer Discord, and I'm going to say, Gib now. Gib now.
Ollie.
No, you're 2 ahead of time. You're vlog 32. Let me just pull this one back up. Spencer made these. So Spencer. In fact, I kind of want everyone to spend take my money. I don't want you all to go and raid it and spam. Please don't do that. But yeah, if you're watching, guys, I know you're busy making this awesome game, but when you're up with your marketing and want to sell this, we've got a pocket full of change ready to give you for it. Please, please make this a thing. This is just... I've seen it in the vlogs before. I've never seen this vlog. I don't think I watched the first 10. It's an action figure. It's not a toy. Okay, I can't keep watching that. Okay, so we're going to watch a nice sized vlog now. So this is vlog 3, Floating Rovers and the Habitat Bug. Oh, I think it's too late, Zelly. You started it.
Or maybe it will.
It's a fan-based figure.
It looks super stupid.
What did you do?
Oh no!
I am gonna roll over to Andrew and see what's going on with this vehicle bug right now. What you doing? Are you doing things right now?
Doing things.
Alright, so what do you know about this? What you doing? Are you doing things right now?
What did they eat it on purpose or what? Or actually change your skin? That's funny. I don't think I watched the first 10 vlogs.
What you doing? Are you doing things right now?
Doing things.
Alright, so what do you know about this bug? Where
Oh,
people's
it's the
ships
old
are floating
rovers.
away?
Right. So the deal is, because the world is huge, right?
Oh,
we don't-
man.
We don't create the physics equation for the entire world.
Oh, I
So
loved
what
it
we
back
do is
then.
We create.
Still love it now, but I
create
loved it back
physics
then.
essentially out until like there. Right. As you traverse the world. So you're traversing the world. We're creating the collision data on the fly. If you outrun that creation,
Stops you.
your vehicle's going too fast. It runs past where generate collision.
Yeah, where it's not like loading fast enough.
Yeah, where it's not loading fast enough. We turn off gravity there because you could, if you don't, you would just fall through the earth, right? And because we turn off gravity, there's a bug in that whole sequence where you turn off gravity and we never turn it back on, and so you have a beautiful voyage in your vehicle into outer space.
Wait. Home. What? Oh boy. This is going to end poorly. Oh no.
Yeah, we've seen many vehicles just ascending into heaven.
Voodoo! Thank you very much for the follow and welcome on down to the family, my friend.
So we're working on getting this, hopefully.
Uh-oh! Our stalker's back! I'm joking. See, what Gamers Up with the House people, I remember watching all of these when they very first started. I think I've missed like the first 10. I don't think it was... I was playing Astroneer, but I wasn't following Astroneer, if you get what I mean. Remember that bug, yeah. Oh, I am going to smile this whole journey through all these vlogs. So,
soon, right?
yeah, be prepared.
That's right.
Nostalgia level
So the other thing
1000.
I heard about is that you worked on the habitat glitch and got it all sorted out.
Yeah, should be all ready to go. The problem in some of the state, particularly after loading a habitat module, where it didn't realize you were in a good state to actually leave the habitat module.
Got it.
And so you would be stuck in there forever. So that should be fixed.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Make them super awesome, dude. Come on, this is the new design Astro. Here, this is what all the
Wait, what is that Astro twice as wide now?
5 times.
This is the future of gaming.
Oh, wow.
Super wide. Yeah.
Stretch.
But he still
Super
jumps
wide, except on regular
super-
screen.
Does this work on a curved screen? Optimized for curved?
It's actually wider on the curved screen.
Thanks for oh my.
Oh, rip joke, not self-focused before shooting the outro.
I'll do this.
Please
Thanks
help
for
me.
watching, everybody.
Please do it.
I'm gonna be in and out. Just tell me to not walk away.
Brendan is waiting now too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Brendan,
Brendan, say bye.
Everyone wants to go home.
Nice.
Goodbye. Samantha, Veronica, Spencer, Adam. Nope, I'm not going to watch that because these vlogs are in the wrong sequence. I hate the way YouTube does this and you can't change it. But we're going up to vlog 4. Vehicle modularity, animations, and 10 times thrust. I remember when they did this. The thrusters, remember this? I remember watching your video on this when they boosted up the thrusters. It was crazy.
Not breakable. That is hilarious.
What?
Awesome. Yes.
Aaron, explain to me what we're looking at right now.
So this is a very early prototype of the modular vehicle system. The idea is you'll have all of these different kinds of building blocks. Right now it's just the two types. The wheel, which is basically a vehicle block, and then spacer blocks.
Right.
But eventually you'll have all of the different components like the engine, the battery, the wheels themselves as separate blocks, and so you'll build out a vehicle out of those base components.
This is where Brainless always goes on about modularity.
Be applied to things.
And I hope this
we're
comes
starting
back.
with vehicles, but my goal with the system is that we're going to have the same basic block templates extended into some of the base building. So instead of building out a vehicle platform, you might build out a anchored base platform, and then the rest of the pieces like the batteries and the storage slots will all be the same pieces. And the long-term goal then being that you'll have this kind of hybrid state between a full-on caravan and a base, and you can kind of set your place in between those two extremes.
Right. And then just get super creative with what you can do with these like modular pieces.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. All right, ramp plus large over plus thruster.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get out really quick. Put that hydrogen on and get back in.
Oh, so that little lip is very.
There we go. There we go.
Wow.
No,
In the clouds. You.
there we go. That's it. That's it right there. Like once you start spinning, then
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah. That's fine.
That was a very good.
This
Flight.
this is how space trucks get made.
I don't actually have to slide to your desk like
Okay.
I've done in previous versions. Do this, right? I could just go. I wasn't gonna ask you to do that, but I'm so.
Hello,
glad you did.
Tevin. This is
Okay.
vlog number 4
am
out of
working on
32.
Getting a new suit
Yes.
and animating.
This is what I was saying earlier on. You will see stuff in these vlogs that you won't see in the game, but give you an insight of where they want it to be and where they're going. So some of this stuff could come back. Some of it might never be seen again. So the modularity that you're seeing could see in the future. We might not see in the future. The stuff they're playing around with. So this really gives you, as I said, an insight into the machine, the brain of the machine that is the System Era team. That rhymes, and I think it should stay forever. Anyway, back
Walk
to
cycles.
We had the model, and then you take the model and you bring it into Maya.
So again, even this earlier on, and number 4, there's the custom suit.
Yes.
And you give it all sorts of things.
I give it all sorts of things. Bones, mostly. Comes in the T-pose. Like, hey, we can reference it in to show.
Oh, look at that.
Beep.
It's almost like you prepared for this, although you really didn't, and I'm actually bothering you right now.
T-pose.
No, it's all good. So T-pose.
Right.
So then I have our rig. I change dimension, you know,
Right.
hips, height, whatever. And then I skin to...
So no, Tevin, we've kind of covered about the update. That's coming. What they've said is next week, a week today. So stay tuned for what's going on. The reason for it is there was a problem with the multiplayer side of it. So they would rather fix that, which is what all of us kind of really want to see, is to fix those issues before they release them. We've got time to wait. We're very patient. It's a game worth waiting for. So they're going to go away. I know that I've seen in the Steam update that there has been a CU update for the dev branch. So they are currently working on fixing that at the moment. So they've turned around and said next week. Username, password, 123333333. What are we watching? So we've gone through our Astro News. We are now just watching and chilling, watching the vlogs of the dev team that create this game, because they're really cool. And this is where, as I say, I get all my resources, my information from. Continue.
Our little beep, boop, boop, boop. So I move my little control rig in there.
Right.
Squatties.
I like that.
Squatties.
I like the squats. I like the squatting, working out Astroneer.
Then I save off a Maya file with for the walk, and then I animate a walk.
Nice.
And then I animate a run.
Right.
And then I animate all the things.
All the things that all the Astros can do. That looks nice.
Yes. The colors
I
are
want to see some dancing.
Yeah.
I
They
think-
seem a little muted.
Yeah, I think Adam's gonna, well, yeah, he'll have to make the final call. Just trying to keep it subtle,
Yeah.
but just a little more. Yeah, you know, words. It's like you can just fill in the words. Just like
Yeah.
put subtitles.
This is where I cut, actually, and then I go to something else completely.
I make things awkward.
Now, you know what? I'm gonna do that thing where I say goodbye, but I only go like 2 feet away back to my desk.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This might be D-roll footage.
That's the big boss. Okay, so we're going to have to go up to Vlog 5. Controller reactor, prototypes, and vampires?
Is it good for absolutely everything?
Oh, good God, y'all.
Oh my gosh. Wait. I have to go back a minute because... Yeah, let's just... Yeah, show our love.
Let me give it a
Smash those like buttons.
What is
Bam.
it good for?
Absolutely none.
Oh, good God, y'all.
This recording.
Yes!
What content are you working on right now?
I'm
Oh,
working on,
what's going on
some
there?
Very important content for development that involves caffeinating the dev team.
Got it.
Yeah.
When can we expect to see this in the game?
In the game, well, you'll see the results in about 15 minutes. In the game, well, it's a little less tangible.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
What do we got going on over here?
Just Astroneer stuff.
Samantha and Veronica?
Playtesting this controller prototype.
Dear.
So the idea with this is that the virtual cursor on a controller is pretty slow.
Right.
So could we find a way to make intentional grabbing of objects
Snapping.
much faster? And so we're still getting in this build, we're still getting into like a virtual cursor state after you grab something, and we're working on that too, probably exploring alternatives to that. But the basic idea about like you can see and quickly select all the thing that you want to grab from all the things you could grab is the core of the design.
The problem it's solving is this virtual cursor on controller, which is not the best right now.
Yeah, it works really well on mouse.
Hey,
because
No Gamer, what's up, dude? From what I saw in today's episode, do you want?
you
Should
can
be
move
fat.
it quickly, you can move it slowly.
Oh,
but on
trying to get him to
controller,
get graded, the
left
Flatlanders.
stick, you can't move it too quickly because it's very uncomfortable.
Look at
to
the mini
move
zebra
stick,
balls.
like just a little bit at a time.
Did you see that?
Means your upper ceiling of movement
See-
based on the full extent
see-
pull of the
look.
stick
Mini zebra balls. Mini marbles.
can't be too fast. Which
I want
means
mini
that it's just
marbles.
very slow to grab a thing.
I want my voice not to go too many octaves high as well.
It's just like this is really.
Oh, there's a
cool.
glow in the dark
These are
version.
all the things that I can select.
Right.
And that's cool. That's already because you're right. That's the most extreme case. You know, the real case is probably like here.
Yeah.
And so it's really obvious to me that 4 things in the cardinal directions that I would move my controller in order.
If I'm right, this was right before we
yeah,
on
once again, to
PC
clarify,
lost the
this is one
tab
of
to enter vehicles.
multiple options to solve the controller
The old
refactor
tab.
issue.
This is one idea. We're not committing to this. We're
Right.
exploring it and prototyping.
Still awake, dude. No worries.
And I can only like work at night.
Well, I thought,
But-
I thought vampires were like rebels who don't live by society's rules.
No.
Yeah.
They live
No,
in
they're all
caves
like
and stuff.
posh. What about?
I'm a vampire.
Well, okay, so if you live forever, all you'd have to say.
So, you know, we're seeing these new controller things. I'm seeing modularity. We're talking about Terrain 2.0. And we keep talking about prototyping. And I guess I just want to put that out in the air for people so that they understand what that means and what the implications are for us when it comes to prototyping.
Yeah. So prototyping is a stage in game development where it's after you've had an idea and before you are ready to commit to the idea.
Right.
So building a prototype is part of the process of learning and making the best decisions about what to finally include in the game. You could consider
Teens on hair
the
talk.
first early access version of the game to be a very large-scale prototype.
Right.
And the liberties that we're able to take in sort of changing that game that's been released to make it better, to extend the progression, to add new systems, to improve the game experience is simply prototyping on smaller levels. I think every studio and every individual has a sort of different approach to prototyping, but it's a very commonly used method of exploring the best game designs for game development.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're working on a new control scheme.
By the way, introduce yourself really quickly. Say everyone.
Elijah, a gameplay programmer. We're testing out a thing where you pick
We've
up
had Elijah
stuff
in the
into
streams
your
before.
hand and
Yes.
actually hold it. So you can like grab a small battery and walk around with it. But there's a bug right now where every time you pick it up, it gets a little bit bigger. And it never gets smaller. And so if you sit there and just do this, you eventually end up with a very large battery.
Oh boy!
I will make sure that I don't fix the scale thing.
Just running
I'd love to be able to pick items up like that instead of carrying
That is so good.
like a Jedi. Just a force. Vlog 6, scheduling, community spotlight, and the smelter
Zooming
bug.
into all the details is kind of cool. So.
Yeah,
I'm gonna zoom into your
The
details.
smelter bug. Love it. Now these are where this was the first vlog I think I remember watching.
Welcome to SES vlog number 6. This one's going to be a much different format, as you can already tell. I should introduce myself. My name is Joe Torado, also known as Stay Mighty on the internets. And I am one of the newest members of the SES team, and I've been tasked with sort of taking this idea of being really transparent to like a whole new level. The team decided to hire me to do a multitude of things, but the main goal is to communicate with the players and then take the communication from the players and bring that to the team. So that sounds really simple, but it's super multifaceted right now. That means social media, that means Reddit, that means Steam, that means Twitter, that means Facebook. Gathering all the that means the emails we get and stuff. Gathering all that communication and then bringing that to the team.
Oh yeah, 22.0
is distilled way that they can
the pipe
look at and understand.
A long time.
Mess with every week, and talk about and use that information to then plan ahead for the development of the game. And then there's the other way, which is the team.
No worries, Riley. Take it easy, dude.
Communicating with you guys and communicating.
Have a great night.
What they have to say and how they're feeling and where they're at in development and what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. So you've seen some examples of that communication with the Friday Q&As and the vlogs. And I guess I just wanted to introduce myself because it's been a month of making videos, and I've just been a voice, a ghostly voice behind the camera. So anyway, the last thing I want to talk about was going to be just the sort of schedule going forward for all this stuff. I want it to be really predictable. I want people to know when things are going to happen, mostly. We're going to start with a schedule of content. This is the minimum schedule. There's going to probably be more, but I'm going to just dial in and say I'm going to do a vlog every week, and that's going to be on Monday/Tuesday. That's going to be a recap of the previous week. That could be anything from us hanging out as a team, showing off new features in the game, seeing where we are in certain features in development, being a part
what's
of
happening,
meetings
Tevin? Discord's ain't been working on my PC. Do you know how to fix it? Try uninstalling it, reinstalling it, dude, or logging out, logging back in.
Monday, Tuesday, that's the vlog series. Then on Wednesday,
I love how it says interact so it doesn't get played, just honest and
same thing. It's going to be a variety of stuff. Some weeks it'll be showing off new content. Some weeks it will be just playing the game with fans, you know, you guys, the players. And then other weeks will be
yeah, 100% there, gamer.
You know, we like to play games in the office in our downtime, and we don't always play Astroneer. Sometimes it's right now the favorite is Ultimate Chicken Horse. You might have saw that in the vlog last week. So yeah, the vlog will be every Wednesday. The stream will be every Wednesday, and that'll be cool. I'm excited to do those regularly now and get that spun up. And the hope is that we get the SES channel, SES Dev channel partnered, and then we get subscriptions. And we don't actually want to take any money from those subscriptions. The plan is to have all the subscriptions be donated to a charity. We're trying to figure out which charity right now. I think it's going to be something space related, and it'll probably be in Paul's name. That's the idea. Is, you know, yeah, that would be really cool to do. So and we'll have all sorts of emotes, and we'll have subscriber-only content, and it'll be really fun. I'm excited. And then on Fridays is going to be the Q&A, or Q&A type video. So the schedule as it is right now is Monday vlog, Wednesday stream, and then Friday Q&A. And there's going to be more content. You know, we always do the screenshot Saturdays. I'm slowing up here. What I want to start doing, and I wanted to open this up to everyone, is number one, we have a P.O. box now. We just got one. I will put the address to the P.O. box right here in the video, so you guys can send us stuff if you have it. If you made some
there you go, guys. If you want to send any stuff,
made some sculptures. If you want to just write us a letter. If you want to tell us about your dog. If you want to show us a cool thing that you made in school, whatever it is, you can send it to us. Obviously, if you're young, please get your parents' permission to send us things. That would be smart, I think. But yeah, we're gonna have a P.O. box, and then I'm also gonna just open up my email. My email is joe@systemera.net, and you can send me anything. You can send me screenshots you've created. You can send me art that you've created outside of the game, cool videos, sculptures you've made in the game with the terrain tool. I mean, anything that you think is fun or interesting that you want the team to see, you can send it to my email, and I'll make sure that they see it.
Oh yeah.
And I'll probably start doing a thing where I pick stuff every week, and we have like the best video of the week or the best screenshot of the week, and yeah, we'll share that with the community, and I would like to get that started. So if you're interested in such things, we have the P.O. box right here, and then you can email me at joe@systemera.net.
I think Joe just got too busy to implement this system.
And I will share them with the team, and then I will share them.
Yeah. I can't turn off the Grim. I can turn off the death counter though. Where is it? I think it's part of the overlay, dude. Yeah, it's part of the overlay.
With the rest of the community, that would be really fun. So, yeah, thanks.
Hey, Alex, how you doing, dude?
People who are already sending things, who are already sending feedback and bugs and crash reports and art and fun things and suggestions. I read almost everything. I would say everything at this point, and I can't always respond, but I do take that information and I do bring it to the team, and it's really important. Actually, it's really important to our process right now. I really appreciate you guys caring about what we're doing, and I look forward to bringing you.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch as well, Alex.
More.
Rose Gina just turned around and said, although watching them here, I want you to make sure you show these guys the love. Go check them out. They've got Twitch channels, they've got Twitter, they've got Facebook. All the links are down below. Make sure you check them out. And if you go watch the vlogs themselves, make sure you subscribe. Give a love, give a like, give a comment.
And on the blog, and just fun and updates to the game. I'm really excited about that. That's like.
Ooh, by the way, I'm back. I'm in the
game. My favorite part, I think. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you listening.
You're welcome, Joe.
On. I'm almost at work now. So. Yeah, enjoy the rest of this vlog, and I'll
get to work, Joe.
On the internet.
Right now, I've had more than enough input for my taste.
You asked for opinions. You got them.
I did.
Can you actually show it to me one more time? No, sorry.
Yeah.
Resources. There we go. Okay. Well, they don't know that exists.
Yeah, this looks legit.
Booyah.
And you just.
Oh man.
Diving into caves.
Gotta go. See you later, Joel. Take it easy, dude. The Zebra Ball was tested. Oh, so yeah.
Look at those beautiful nuggets flying off. Amazing. Okay, so this hopefully will be fixed.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, I think this is ready to go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alright, number 7, terrain, volcanoes, water, and more. Oh, Radiation.
What is
Astroneer
happening?
radioactive version. And we're working on a music video.
All right, Zabir.
What's up?
We've been talking a lot about Terrain 2.0.
That's right.
We haven't necessarily been showing a lot about Terrain 2.0. Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah, I think it's time. I think we
Is
can
this
show you
Terrain
some
2.0 right here?
This is no, this is not Terrain 2.0. This is a default Unreal scene.
Let's just give a little context. Terrain 2.0 is
just one of the best ways that it's explained.
New pass on terrain and what is it trying to achieve?
Right. So a couple of different things. Right now, our terrain requires our lotting solution on terrain isn't very good.
What's lotting?
So lotting stands for level of detail, and so we can't render everything at the highest resolution all the time. And so when you're farther away from a piece of geometry, we render it at a lower resolution. And the closer you get to it, the higher resolution versions come in. Currently, that distance ends up being very, very close to the camera.
Yes.
And so it doesn't look as good as it could.
Yes.
And so that's something we wanted to improve. The second thing is we kind of wanted a lot more interesting terrain that we wanted to be able to build. If you look at a lot of the Terran level now, it's very homogeneous in how the level looks. We want to have more variation, more interesting landscape features like ravines, caves, volcanoes, and more interesting land masses that make it more interesting.
Which more accurately reflect what a normal planet would be, right?
Right. And so for Terran, it might be more Earth-like, right, with Earth-like features of mountains.
Wow.
They're super excited over there. Yeah. So for on Earth, it would be mountains, volcanoes and ravines and plateaus and things like that.
Yep.
So Matthew, just to tell you what's going to be added to the new update, you're going to have a new part of the game, which is going to be a separate build, which is going to be an exotic moon. You're going to have a stripped version of that. When I say stripped, there's going to be stuff that is ready for 1.0 but is taken out of that current build. You're also going to have the ability to play with the new suit, which is a early access suit. You're going to be able to play that in the exotic moon section, and there's also going to be bug fixes for the main core game. So that's the Terran system.
Features. On alien planets, we might look at interesting fractal patterns and fractal noise, and
we were talking about craters earlier,
exactly. So something like a moon, we could have a lot of interesting craters and features that are unique to those. Just varied terrain features that currently we just can't do quite as well.
Now that we have the context out of the way, let's see the prototype. I want to see it.
Okay, yeah. So this is a prototype we built. Here we have one of the prototype levels we started testing and trying to scope out. And this is an island with a volcano.
Right.
This is kind of one of the major volcano prototypes we did to see if we can procedurally generate a volcano and what is it? What does it look like? Essentially, this is kind of a cone with a sphere cut out with noise applied. So the idea was, can we generate a interesting volcano that looks different from what's already in the game?
Right.
And so I think that on that front, I think it's looking promising.
Yeah.
It looks like we can start to generate some interesting stuff.
That's kind of what you see on Baron.
This was the second kind of volcano that I attempted using some different techniques, but probably this is the better looking version of that.
Right.
The other thing we tried is what does it look like to have kind of islands, right? And you can kind of start to see that this is an island. We really start to get some interesting features like these coves that kind of come inward. You end up with like lagoons.
So you start talking about water,
ponds and lakes that kind of start to exactly appear. We also end up with cliff faces, kind of like here.
Yeah.
Like on this side. Down here, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
We'll end up with some interesting features. You'll also end up with like beaches and kind of slow rolling hills into the water, something like this.
Right.
So this starts to give us a more interesting feel for terrain, not just the classic things that we've had, right?
And one thing I want to clarify, because you're mentioning water a lot.
Yeah.
Water is something that we're considering doing.
Yeah.
But this is more because this is a prototype. We can talk about water, but that doesn't necessarily confirm that there's going to be islands of water in the game.
Don't get in hot water.
Absolutely, right? And even, so when it comes to water, there are different levels of interactivity of water that we may have, right? So there's
You mentioned
so
water a
something
lot.
we could do is just have at a height level where water just exists, right? So that's just like the water level. Anything above that is land, and anything below that is water, right? And you can't really mess with the water.
I just wonder if when they add all this stuff to console, if it's going to make the game run worse, because I play on Xbox. Well, one thing to remember is this, what he's talking about now, is a new system, and it's going to help the game run. They're also going to be doing a lot of bug fixes after 1.0, so always remember that in mind. What's this video from? So Darren Signal, if you want to check out the link that Gene's going to drop now, you can go check these out yourself. So these are System Era. This is on their YouTube page. The link's down below if you want to head up there. This is their vlog, so they have a playlist of all their vlogs. There's 32 where they're up to now. The latest vlog was released a couple of weeks ago. So we've gone through the Astro news about talking about the new update, when that's coming. That's going to be coming a week today. What's going to be in it, why it's been delayed by a week, and just basically going through and just reassuring you that you're going to get this in a week's time. They're working very hard on it. Give them the support. Be patient with them, and we'll be ready. We'll be ready to rock it out. But yeah, if you check these vlogs out, make sure you give them the love. It's not a BCG said you. Says to smack it.
Places, right? The next phase might be to allow you to do some level of interactivity on the water, be able to have some stuff that floats and you can kind of swim in and out. And then maybe the next level of water is where you can actually interact with it and you can move it around and have some interactivity. So there's various levels of water we can do. But yes, this was just mainly a prototype to get a feel for what can we generate. Can we generate visually interesting stuff that
and there's a lot of variation here, right? There's like so many different biomes on an island. You have like the beach, you have like the cliffs, you have the volcano.
Exactly.
As an exercise, this is a good way to show the variation you can create using this like one method essentially.
Right. Yep, exactly.
Cool. And the other part you guys were talking about, and maybe I'm revealing too much, is you'll have this generated terrain, but maybe an artist will actually go in and create like certain features on certain planets, right?
Right. Yeah. I guess I should say all the parameters here can be manipulated, right? So the volcano doesn't need to appear at the same location every single time, right? And the crater doesn't need to appear in the same place every single time, right? If you change those parameters based on a noise function or a random function, right? Then your volcano starts to appear in different locations, and the crater starts to appear in different locations, or the volcano may not even appear at all, right? So it lets us have some control over art direction, so that we can kind of control and say like this planet should have a couple of volcanoes, or this one should have lots of volcanoes, right?
And not just volcanoes, right? Everything,
right,
every other
exactly.
feature.
Yeah.
Grab these two and these three and just put them in my backpack real fast. And that feels good. So I'd have all of those in my backpack.
So again, Samantha, they're working on the
original
interaction.
Xbox intro screen when you fired it up.
Welcome on down, John.
Kind of. So if you heard all that noise, all the noise that was
Ultimate
happening
Chicken
around
Horse.
you, it was these rascals over here. They're playing Ultimate Chicken Horse, and they're having a grand time.
Are you recording something? Because record this awesome move.
No.
So we're on number 8, Dying Astroneers and a new item.
That's why we haven't visited with you in a while.
Oh, watch these dances, these are awesome.
Because your voice
These
was
emotes.
like, wasn't to your liking.
We could probably pitch shift each other.
Yeah.
If you want me to, I can.
That'd be fun.
Pajamas! Look at that. See, that's what I want to see in our Astroneer worlds. Cities.
What have you been working on?
So we've been iterating on the two-handed controller prototype all week, trying to get the rest of the features implemented and tested out for the feel, the goodness of all the feel. And just the last couple of days, we've come up against like some edge cases that we didn't predict. And so Elijah has been working on a couple of issues that we wanted to resolve before we pitch the feature to the team to decide what we do with it.
Got it.
So this morning we chatted. I was like, hey, here's these 3 problems with this. Really, like, one of them is really the most important to fix. And like an hour later, he's like, hey, so I fixed all 3. And I was like, what the
Samantha goes savage.
So everyone right now is working on new, they're exploring, they're prototyping, they're creating new features for the game. For those core, if you look at the roadmap, you sort of, it's like core.
Joe, yellow on
so
yellow.
Everyone's working on things like that. You have Sam working on the.
Where's he got? He's invisible.
You have Zabir working on Terrain 2.0. You have Aaron working on modularity and vehicle and for base modularity. Everyone's working on these like core boulder things. And there's this really interesting thing that we're doing where it's like, you sort of have like a show and tell to show the team the progress of like where you're at currently with that thing. So we had some reviews, one of which was for Terrain 2.0. You guys saw that already. And then we also had a review last week for the
Excuse me.
Factor. And it turned into a really interesting conversation. Unfortunately, it's a little too internal for me to share the entire conversation, but the results of it were really cool. It was like, we talked about the controller experience and some really cool ideas for making that as close to or better or equal to the keyboard and mouse experience right now, because those things there's a little disparity there. There's a feeling about the virtual cursor and that it's not very good right now. So we've sort of shown off some of those solutions, but I'm really looking forward to like seeing those things out in the world. And the intention, from what I gathered from this conversation that we had internally, is that we'll have some sort of experience with the controller put out there for experimental. So we'll have people on experimental trying out this new controller refactor, and and be able to experience it for themselves and give us feedback before it goes into like the main build of the game. So I'm really excited about that. It was a great conversation, and I like this idea that like everyone is showing off this new stuff, and I'm going to try my best to make sure that you guys also hear about this new stuff as it's happening.
Woo!
I saw what we're calling the pajama suit spinning around, and
yeah, so you had the.
You can do that, can't you, pajamas?
But,
yes, still nice. To put this into context, right now you're working on death animations for all of the characters, so they don't just do the same thing.
Yeah, so they don't play the same death animation each time.
Yes. Nice.
Just
cool.
for variety, because I'm an animator. We like variety. Yeah, well, there is a fall death anim that's never seen.
New things.
Because it doesn't ever get played. Where is it? Fall.
I like the pose he's in right now.
Yeah, that's the falling. So it's like
he's like. Oh, I saw you working on this one. I really.
That'd be great.
This is based off someone.
Yeah.
The previous one.
The previous one. It's based off of that, and then I've kind of tweaked it for Bubble Suit. But
it's cool.
If once this gets working, because
no, it does not mean plus one on my death counter.
Deaths for this per suit.
Right.
Yeah, there's. Right now, it just goes right into the normal death, which is weird. You land and then it just like plays this.
Right.
I landed. Oh. So
I
it's
broke
dramatic.
I broke my legs, but like let me take 2 more steps and then I'll die.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's a little dramatic.
But for right now, you're just working on the straight up death animations for all of the suits.
How do we die when we fall at the moment?
It's a very sad week. I look over and I just see like Astroneers dying over and over and over.
Why is this not a thing? I must die. I must die for the greater good. Sorry, pajamas. What? Yeah, so he did the usual. Okay.
That's why I'm doing the the one that I was working on.
Woohoo! One death.
Yeah.
So no, we just have the current one.
Depressing.
Yes.
It's like, you.
The other one last week was like super sad.
That 4-1 would be great.
Oh my gosh. This is,
Yeah,
I want to hug a puppy
What was
after
that?
this.
Was that bubble suit or was that?
I don't remember. That's sad. Oh, that's so
yeah.
sad.
I
That is
like
pretty-
them reaching towards whatever.
Yeah.
That's a theme that I have with death.
I feel like I might, you know, if I was out of power and oxygen, I would just be like.
Well, out of power is fine. You know, that doesn't kill you. Well, yeah.
Kind of.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for showing me stuff.
Oh, bubbles.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, yes.
Bye.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Senor Elijah.
Hello,
Joe. I feel like we should be whispering right now because you're like,
you're working on secret things. I am working on secret things. I'm working on.
I won't swing around to the screen because that would reveal. That would tip people off.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've been working on something.
It is. It is new content. I know. It
Yeah. Reworking something that hasn't been in the game but was almost in the game.
That's correct.
And we'll definitely have more to say about it, but I think the important thing to say is it will be in the next update.
Will be in the next update.
Yes, in its first form, and then it'll be iterated on, I'm sure.
It is an item. I'll say that much.
Yeah, what can we say without revealing too much right now? It's an item.
I will say it's an item, and it's very useful for exploring.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all you get. You have to be patient for the rest.
Computer.
It's not a computer.
Is it a computer? No, it's not.
No, it's a computer.
There'll be more stuff to come. Kind of.
I can't remember what it is.
Actually, so what I wanted to bring up is part of the reason why things like this can happen now is because we have other engineers, right? We've got some new people.
Yeah.
And I know there's been some people being like, you know, hiring, why? Like, this is why, right? Now we have more bandwidth to do more things.
This is why. I mean, System Era. It's not a big company.
Right.
And video games hard to make, take a lot of time. A lot of hours just need to go into it. So when you only have an engineering team with a couple people, you know, you kind of pick between pushing the game forward and long-term capacity or working on like immediate things.
Right.
So now that I've hired more people, like me, you can get the option to kind of do a little bit of both.
Yes. I'm excited. I'm excited at that prospect.
Me too. I'm very excited too.
Trippy. Right. Number 9. It's update ship week.
Yeah, and then there's 100 Astroneers, and there's
radius
that you have to stay inside.
Yeah.
And each time the radius.
Can't believe I don't like that.
And you have to kill the other Astroneers and try to survive.
When are we gonna?
Is that the game we're making now?
Yeah.
I heard that game's pretty popular, so I think we should just do that.
Well, I came over here because I thought we were gonna you guys were gonna show me the M4, the new M4.
The M4.
Guys, it's ship week! Yay! Look at how excited Elijah is about it being ship week.
That's the expression. Not exhaustion. Not tiredness.
No, you're fine. You're excited about ship week.
I'm always excited about Ship Week.
You want to talk about some ship week stuff?
Let's talk about Ship Week.
Where are we? Let's go over here. Let's
Okay.
do this. We haven't shown this side of the office very much.
Hi.
So, it's
Hello.
Ship Week.
It's Ship Week. A couple of things happened about Ship Week. So, we have to make sure that all of the bugs that we had found and that we got from the community, the things that were logged, that they're all fixed, verified, and they're tested in the build.
Yes.
And that we cut a new version of the build in a safe branch that does not get touched. So it's basically so that the rest of the team can move on and work. So we kind of ensconce it in its separate area, so we can play test it, we can play it, make sure everything's stable, make sure everything works. And then
That's what this week was supposed to be, ship week. It's now next week. So this is a prime example of what's kind of happening, why of this delay at the moment.
Then we have the fun time of submitting to certification on Xbox. It's good because it allows another set of eyes on that particular platform, and it makes sure that Astroneer is adhering to the very high quality standards of the Xbox platform.
Yes.
And we're happy to adhere to them. So we submit to that, and there's some turnaround because they're real folks checking that build and making sure everything's okay. And then they come back to us and say, hey, double check your build on Xbox. So we take a little bit more time and play it. So that takes like 2 to 3 days, depending if we don't find any bugs. And then from there, we get to release it.
Yes.
When it's a good ship week, that's it. When it's a fun ship week,
You've got hot fixes.
We get back from either from test or from testing internally or from Microsoft, like, hey, here's an issue, we need to update it, and so we have to start that process again. Thankfully, this time around, it's looking like okay. Fingers crossed.
When is ship week over this time?
Ship week is over at the end of the week this time. Yes.
Which means
release on Friday.
We're committing to that. You're saying that.
I'm saying the words. We want to release on Friday.
Okay, so if everything goes according to plan,
yes,
we will have a build cut on Friday for everyone to play.
We will have a build going live across all platforms. So Friday morning.
Sweet.
Yes,
okay.
Friday morning, all platforms. I've already started the patch notes, Joe. Just for you.
You're so on top of it right now.
Producer, what can I say?
Okay, all right, cool.
It's literally my job.
So now, like, people are just gonna not watch this vlog anymore because they know the ship date. So like,
Yeah, there's a green screen, dude. I'm not actually sat in their office watching this.
Thank you. Yep.
Good night, Benny. Take it easy, dude.
So the funny thing is, you find more issues in your code when you're explaining it.
Yes.
Yep.
And then, but you need the other guys, a second set of eyes, just to make sure you're not making mistakes.
Exactly.
Especially with all, like, I'm assuming the moving parts and all the things that you could possibly affect.
Exactly. You talk through it and you try to think through all the ways that something could have gone wrong, right? Or something that you may not have considered.
I'd love to go to their office, Smokey.
And so whenever anyone checks anything in, especially code related or logic related, we just go through, kind of cross-check each other, make sure we're all on the same page, and the intention is the same. And so yeah, this change was for damage modeling being based on velocity instead of absolute height values. So now, if you're not traveling very fast, you won't take any damage, even if it was a huge drop. Right. So on the moon, if you fall from a really high up place, because you're traveling so slowly, you won't take any damage.
Right.
Whereas before, if the height difference was huge,
No
you would
matter
take
what, you would
damage.
just
Yeah,
die.
exactly.
Okay.
So this should make it feel much more realistic, should feel much better. Yeah.
Cool. Fall damage.
Fall damage.
Okay. So there's this thing I'm learning about independent game development. I've never worked on a game before. You're never not thinking about this thing. You're always just concerned about it, right? We wanted to make this thing really great. So a little backstory, myself and Zabir and Riley, we row 3 times a week together with a sweeping class with like 8 people. Anyway, we finished work, we put on our gym clothes, and we went rowing. And then on the way back, Riley would start talking about terrain, and we got into this conversation. And instead of going home, we just like actually came back to the office, literally in our gym clothes right now. And they're having like a really productive conversation. I jumped out because it seemed like it was just like they were doing their thing. Essentially, what they're talking about, which I think is going to be really great, is this idea that terrain, it won't be completely randomized, right? Like, it's going to have some parameters that we can use in order to create certain areas on a planet that like everyone will have. So there'll be like a certain kind of biome, and everyone will know that that's on a certain planet, and that they can go to it, and it has specific stuff. But I wanted to talk about.
Give us a vlog of the rowing.
We're always thinking about this thing. We're always talking about it, and sometimes Yeah, sometimes you don't go home and you just come back to the office because the rowing class is like literally half a mile away, and you start whiteboarding stuff. So that's what they're doing right now. I'm going to shoot us over there to show you guys, but I don't want to disturb them because they're in the middle of it right now. So let's do it.
Second player that found it at the exact same time as the first
Guys,
player,
go
these will
home.
turn into
Get out of here.
very soon.
Okay.
Go home. Wood chippers, storms, and a bit more. Now this is going to be the last one we're going to watch. I think I've just got kicked from Astroneer. Yeah, I did. So we're going to watch this last one about the shredder in the vlog, which if you watch these and continue and you go to the shredder, the shredder. The reason why they didn't call it a scrapper is because they wanted to shred other things. Again, if you put all the information that you get from the vlogs, the dev team, the Discord, you can start putting a picture together of where they're aiming. So the shredder will not just only shred metal or debris, but watch. I mean, you can see there. What's that? Scrap. You're seeing it so far early on in the game in these vlogs, but there's scrap there.
All right. I mean, it says fuel condenser, so now I'm just confused.
Well, it's more of an astro condenser right now, I think, if this did work.
This was a concept for like getting scrap and then using the scrap to then repair base modules over time.
That's what it once was, yeah.
Yes. Now it's just a thing that is in Andrew's game.
Now it's a thing that Andrew is used to just produce cubes of cubiness.
Nice.
So, well, actually, okay. So what I'm actually fixing the storms, which I'm sure people will be happy with. It's unintentional. It's a little extreme right now, so we're just kind of.
So part of me likes it, right? And I think we all talked about that. Part of it is kind of great.
You know, I think what we should do is make sure it's set up so that on more extreme planets,
yes,
that it's really, severe, and on Terran it's pretty mild.
Right, and maybe you would want to like build your base underground because the storms are so bad that they'll just wreck your base all the time.
So one of the features that we have in our code is there's the concept of sheltering from the wind built in already, and so you'll notice these things aren't getting blown around, right? And so if we can play on those mechanics, maybe that's how you build up your base in extreme planets, or maybe the storm does deforms around your base and blows down your walls and stuff.
Right.
So these are things we've been discussing for a while, and we haven't really we've been working on other stuff. So all sorts of cool stuff can happen.
It's people have been asking for more challenges. So actually, when the storm thing happened, I was kind of like, oh well, like this is kind of fun. Like it makes.
Reyes, what's up? Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome on down to the family.
Rolls through, I'm gonna be like in bad shape. But it's a little extreme.
It was a little extreme, but I noticed that in the videos that we were watching of people having some trouble with it, that all of a sudden they were building shelters around their bases and walls and kind of like hangar bays for their vehicles.
Yes.
Which is exactly what the storms were there to incentivize you to do.
Wait, so this storm is now causing your ship to have all sorts of
but this is 7 storms, right? Just to be clear, 7 or 8 storms. This is
even I'm gonna get motion sickness.
Yes.
It's not so nice, but
this is why SpaceX grounds their launches sometimes.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's exactly
so
right.
this doesn't happen.
In real life, you ground your launches if there's like a gentle breeze.
Right. And I think it would be cool to think about that, right? To be able to say, well, today, like, there's a storm coming through. Maybe we shouldn't launch right now. Or
this one's number 10, Brainless.
We need a window in order to land our lander in.
The one with the very first show, the shredder.
We're past the bug where they would home in on you like laser beams.
Precision delivery. Yeah.
People are along the same line of thinking. People are asking for those back because they were like, it made the storms way more challenging.
Well, I think
you had to hide, otherwise you would die.
I think we can do something to make it challenging without making it weird.
Core bases and massive fabrication operations have a multi-planet interstellar.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Samantha, what are you doing?
All right, so let's go for a walk and let's talk about controllers.
Yeah, let's talk.
Okay. All right. We have lots of things to talk about.
We do.
So many things are happening right now.
All the things.
The most important thing that you're working on is the controller refactor.
I've totally been working on controls for probably longer than I have any right to be working on controls.
Yes.
Turns out controls are not an easy problem to
Black, we're going to skip controls. Samantha, it's not that you're not super interested. You're awesome. But we kind of know about controls. Oh, where's me list gone? Where's the list gone? Meh.
Ollie.
So, oh wait. Did we skip a load of vlogs? No, we didn't. So beacon terrain, resources and the drill, that's when they come in. Becoming an American menu bug. Ooh. Bug fix weeks. Right, okay. So as I said, that's got to be the last one we're going to watch. Well, get yourselves in the description. Get those links. Go check out the rest. We just watched up to number 10. You've got so many more. There's 32 vlogs there. But as I say, you get an insight for what's in the game. Let's launch off somewhere. Of what's coming in the game, what they've been working on, where they want to go. And it's really interesting to see. But to kind of wrap our Astroneer news session up, the update isn't this week. It's coming next week, a week today. It's going to contain a separate build for the exotic moon. You will get the early access suit, the retro suit, to play in that build. They're also going to be doing a core bug fix. Oh, this is a school after me and Z1 blew it up. But woo, back in Astroneer, baby. But yeah, that's kind of like the really big breaking news is that what we found out today. That there's a new shuttle. We did a number to that one. We sure did, dude. We sure did. Messed it up big time. That there's the new shuttle. If you haven't seen it, I'm just going to go over the facts from the very start of the stream. But yeah, I definitely want you to make sure that you go check out System Era on YouTube. Go check out the videos, go check out the vlogs, you'll get a lot more information. But this is the retro suit, so this is the suit that I'm talking about. You'll get this to play this in the next update, which will only be in that separate build of Terrain 2.0 Exotic Moon. So yeah, going on down, just talking about things. Right, with it being a separate build, again, don't worry about your builds being destroyed or getting bugged or anything like that. They should be fine. There should be no problems. Astroneer says, oh no, I feel like I'm coming down with something and that I will likely be off bad for 7 days. Now I won't be able to go to work. Oh man, I hate it when that happens. That happens to me like every day. Zelly, I'm not going to work today. Okay, boss, no problems. Take the day off to play Astroneer. Do you know what? I might do the same. That's what I say to myself every day when I go to work. Soroki says, and as for BCG and Flatlanders, we'll keep on building. So should you build. Yeah. So make sure you keep on getting it. Zerly got you sick. Yeah, that's alright. Blame me. But yeah, build away until they release the 1.0. I think you're gonna be good. Which led us on to say about our Christmas build. We're going to be starting that. That's going to be on Terran. We're not going to wait for Exotic Moon, just in case we can't build it on there properly. If we can build on there properly, that's fantastic. Excuse me, we've got a great idea for that anyway. So you're going to get the best of both worlds. You're going to get the Christmas build, Santa's Workshop, Christmas tree, a few other bits and pieces, a few secrets. We're going to be live streaming that. We're going to be starting that tomorrow. So make sure you're around for that. We're breaking ground on the new seasonal build. But to go back into this, Joe was just turning around saying that there was something. He turned around and said, "Remember when I said unless something big changes, something big might have changed frowny face. So, and that's something big. Wasn't something something right. Zero Smoky. Oh yeah. So to start it off as well, we're going to be doing a 24-hour live stream for that. Now that doesn't mean I'm going to be sitting up for 24 hours. What it means is you're going to be able to watch a build, and I'm gonna do a time lapse on it. So basically, you'll see me getting involved in the build. Then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna leave the save open and running, and you're gonna see the guys and girls being able to run around as the time lapse goes. So I'm always going to be in the save. Welcome back, Dr. Spud. So yeah, that's not coming until next week. There was a problem with the multiplayer. They're sorting that out. They're fixing that. Why's all that opening? So that's the main thing. And as I turned around and said, Exotic Moon will be playable with friends. So it could be up to 8 players as well. So bear that in mind. You could be getting an 8 player next week on Wednesday when you get this update. Bug fixes to the core game and the early access suit, which won't be available until after 1.0. Which you've got there. Now the big thing that if you haven't seen it was this big boy here. Bam! We'll finish off on this image. I think it's an appropriate place to end it tonight. But this was kind of the big shocker. So we got some sort of shuttle, and we were talking about the shuttle. What's it suited for? Is it suitable for? Is it a trade station? That's definitely a new kind of launch pad. Is it something that you can trade between player and player? Is it a shuttle where you can go to other planets? I personally believe that you don't have 7 friends. That's a lie, Smokey. You have more than 7 friends in the Flatlanders, dude. Yeah, so I don't think... So Z1 was just saying, not to mention the lander pad. I think that's a launch pad. I don't know. It's just really weird. It's just definitely changed. But Z, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we're gonna break this down again at the end. But I don't think these boxes go in here. I think something special goes in here. But talking just about this whole thing in general, I don't know whether this is going to be a long distance shuttle for getting further out into planets unknown, or whether it's a trade, or whether it's just replacing the shuttles as we know. It doesn't seem like you can carry a lot on it. Maybe that's the goal, like you're not taking a load of stuff you have to restart when you go over there. Maybe pre-position equipment on planets. Maybe this is how they're going to get rid of the shuttles, the shuttle landing out of vehicle bay. Maybe they're going to get rid of that, and this is what we're going to get. I think it's a docking shuttle, part of a larger vessel, which might be in orbit. Could be. It really could be. Because we have seen, and I've showed before, early images of the game where there's 3 of these, well, it looks like 3 of these stuck together. So that could be a good shout. It could be something that ports up to it, part of another ship. Nicosi, you did miss a fair bit, dude. I think it was confirmed that the boxes go in there. The shuttle is bigger on the shuttle is bigger on the inside. What was that? TARDIS. So, yeah, the ship's one thing. Looking at the clouds are absolutely fantastic. Gorgeous, just rolling atmosphere and clouds just rolling over the top there. And then you've got these cool rocks, these round, weird rocks. And on the other side, you've got these plant life, these glowing things. But also on the left, there's... You can see it. You can see it there. You can see these little flakes. Now, whether... So some people said it's rain. I don't think it's rain. I think it's something to either do with these plants here. It's some sort of effect, or it's some sort of atmospheric... It's something special there that's happening. That's causing these little blip, 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 blip. Little blobbits. But the biggest thing... Now, Z1, I didn't know if you noticed this. That's the closest I can get. But look what's on the back of the rover. That is a large canister of some sort. Seems to be a canister. It looks like that seat as well is tilted back. I don't know if that's just me. It's slightly different, but that's some sort of canister. Whether it's soil, it holds more gases. It's something to transport from one place to another. Maybe it's for put seeds in, for incubating them. A battery. I don't think it's a battery because it's not shaped like the other batteries. It's more square and it doesn't have the power bars around the outside. Mass storage nuclear reactor. Yeah, it's something interesting. There's something new in that other than this. I mean, you can see the purple beam there as well. It's probably one of those alien techs. It does look like a canister though. Well, the reason why I go to canister is because they mentioned creating a large canister. Maybe it's a multi-purpose canister. And the only way, and this is why I love this idea, is if it is a tier 2 canister, the only way you can fill it up with soil is by adapting it to the crane. You can only put it on the tier 2 on that crane bit and it fills up. That makes the crane come back in fashion, come back in style. It's a bit more useful. We can get more soil on there. Maybe it'll fit on the soil centrifuge. It'll start filling that up. Yeah, so I don't know. Same with the atmospheric condenser. If it's used to store gases, if they'll have multiple uses, I don't see why they couldn't. But how would you remove the soil? So removing the soil is, if you've had it on the crane, you filled it up with the crane, you just take the large canister off, put it on the soil centrifuge and fill it up. It doesn't mean that it has an application for building. Its application is for uses in the base as a mass storage. But how would you transfer the large canister to soil centrifuge? Well, that is a tier 2. So a tier 2 is 2 of those little red pegs. That's what you put a medium storage on. So you put it in there and it just draws a little bit of amount out. But I want to build with that on my backpack. Well, I don't think you could. I don't think it's meant for you to store for building. I think it's for material use. I also feel like they confirmed a large canister at one point, but yeah, so they talked about it, about the large canister, and that's what makes me think that's large can. But I hope it does have a multi-purpose. I hope it isn't just for soil. I hope eventually it'll be used for holding liquids in the future. I don't know, maybe plant samples, but at the moment the only uses I can see for it is soil, gases and liquids. It's a medium brewery. I feel like if they went that route, you would be able to transfer soil to and from using small canisters. Well, maybe it's got a thing on the top where you put a small canister and it'll fill it up. It'll decant it into that. So you don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be super useful if you could just have a large canister and put a little canister on it, fills it up, and you put it on. That use would be great. But I think looking at its main purpose is to feed the bases. But being able to take a can out of it would be super, super useful. But yeah, if they had like a tier 1 slot, you put a can, filled that can, and off you go. It'd really, really help. Really would. But yeah. A lot to think about tonight. A lot to think about in the upcoming weeks. A lot to think about in the upcoming months when this game goes in full release. Hopefully in December. Do you need a drill to mine titanium, or can you just get all that with an inhibitor mod? You can do with an inhibitor mod and a wide mod. Well, a hose to connect to the centrifuge, yeah. Well, they connect to the, well, I don't know. Because then the centrifuges have to be adapted, so I think that the easiest way of doing it is just putting it on the tier 2 and it feeds it that way. I don't know. But that'd just be weird, it's feeding it through the base and into it. You mean you don't like having 30 cans of soil to carry around? Sometimes. No. All those little cans are crazy. And I hope it takes glass and resin to make it. Something similar to currently the canisters that we build. Right. It's time to go. We're going to be signing off. We've not been playing tonight. I've been some of those people on Twitch who sit there and just watch games. But tonight was all about Astro News. It was all about the information about the game. So I hope you've got your knowledge. You know what's going on. As I turn around and say, with it being delayed by a week, please support the devs in this decision. They want to give us a game that works. They don't want to give us something that's not going to work and we're going to be unhappy with, and something that they can't pass through CERT as well. There's got to be a problem. But yeah, thank you for joining me tonight. This has been it's been awesome. I'm glad you caught up on some of the information. You know where to go and check out those vlogs as well. But for now, folks, thank you very much for joining me. I've been Zelly. This has been Astroneer, and this has been Astroneers. Dong. dong. But till next time, folks, thank you very much for joining me. Make sure you check out Astroneer and all the things they do, and check out those links below. But for now, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash that like button, give us a share, and if you're watching this after the fact, leave us a comment of what you think and your feelings on the delay of the update. But they should be happy. Should be happy thoughts. But until next time, I'll see you later, and a ciao for now. Bye!